I hear so many leftists throw around Islamophobia. That's a made-up term. Islam doesn't even see grape as a crime. And to be prosecuted for grape in this culture, you have to have two men.
I don't even like to engage with Islamic polemics anymore, but when I see blatant disinformation, I can't ignore it. Before I address the objectively incorrect narratives you just propagated to hundreds of thousands, potentially even millions of people, let's address this first. Islamophobia is real. It's a real concept. You don't get to deny sociological and philosophical terminology because it doesn't suit your political narrative. The definition of Islamophobia isn't just an irrationalized fear. You're diluting the definition to suit your narrative. Making any kind of sweeping, essentialist, or overgeneralized claim that reduces a group of people to a stereotype is Islamophobic and it's racist. It's not hard to understand. Second of all, you could provide a logical critique of a religion or its socio-political expression. As long as it's objective, it's logical, and it's directed towards the source, nobody's telling you can't. But that's not what you're doing. You can't deny the very real experiences of many Muslims across the world, the bigotry and the violence that has been propagated in the name of anti-Islamic rhetoric. Philosophical and logical critique doesn't consist of hasty generalizations. It doesn't consist of hate. If it does, then it's not a logical critique. It's polemics, it's hate, it's rhetoric. Now, let's address some of the crazy and incorrect claims that she made in this video. First of all, she attributes Muslim migrants to being responsible for a majority of grape cases. Islam is a religion. It's not something immutable. It's not an ethnic background. So a white person can convert to Islam and be considered a part of the demographic of Muslims and go on to grape someone. So bad points on immigration. B, again, we have a hasty generalization rooted in xenophobia, not fact. Other than a few isolated cases, an overwhelming majority of assault cases are committed by non-Muslim native-born men. You claiming that Muslims are coming into your country and targeting your woman because they don't respect your woman? No, statistically, again, if we're looking at fact, sexual assault is committed by people of the same demographic background as the victim. So if a Muslim man commits assault, it is statistically more likely that the victim is also going to be Muslim than non-Muslim. Also, for the most part, there is no consensus or statistical significance indicating that Muslim migrants are disproportionately committing grape. If you want to look at crude statistics and you don't want to consider anything else, Saudi Arabia, which adheres the closest to Islamic law, has disproportionately lower rates of sexual assaults in comparison to America. So I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm not making that claim. I'm not going to make this logical fallacy apples to apples comparison. Another claim that you made, that the victim of assault needs at least 2 witnesses. You clearly don't know what you're talking about, because if you knew anything at all, you would know when it comes to most things in Islam, the case is that you need 4 witnesses to confirm something. And the 4 witnesses is in regards to consensual fornication, consensual adultery, not grape. In Islamic court, they will still take circumstantial evidence. You don't need to have the 4 witnesses. Now, to give the capital punishment for grape, that is the person, yes, you do need 4 witnesses. But for general punishment, no, you don't need the 4 witnesses. Now for your claim that Islam's goal is to eradicate the West. I don't know where you got this from, unless you're specifically looking at extremist groups that are not representative of Islam. Islam doesn't want to destroy the West. That's not a core constituent of our values. Now, that might be the socio-political values of certain groups or individuals, but that's not Islam. And yeah, Islam does generally view some secular frameworks as antithetical to its own framework, but it doesn't seek destruction of the West. There's a few other things that I could touch on, but I honestly just can't be asked. Stop spreading disinformation. You can have objective and logical opinions regarding immigration without being bigoted and promoting disinformation and hate. Why does this even have so many likes?